Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to UPI, Comcast-owned Sky has reached a deal to acquire the media and entertainment business of ITV, Britain's oldest commercial television network, for up to $2.1 billion. The merger, which follows 8 months of negotiations, aims to combine the strengths of both companies into a single competitor capable of taking on global streaming giants like Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, and YouTube in the British market. The acquisition includes ITV's 4 free-to-air channels but excludes its content production hub, ITV Studios. Under the agreement, the newly formed entity has committed $2.8 billion to source content from ITV Studios between 2028 and 2032. ITV Studios will subsequently be spun off as an independent, publicly traded business on the London Stock Exchange. While Sky and ITV News will maintain their distinct editorial voices, minor staff reductions are expected in corporate and commercial divisions to achieve $267 million in efficiencies over 3 years. The historic transaction remains subject to regulatory review by the Competition and Markets Authority and Ofcom. According to a report by Sinuan.net, Donald Trump has stated that he is currently involved in negotiations regarding the ongoing conflict between Ukraine and Russia. Trump expressed optimism about the situation, asserting that the end of the hostilities is significantly closer than the public generally realizes. No further specific details regarding the nature of these talks or the parties involved were provided in the report. According to NBC News, the U.S. labor market showed worrying signs of slowing in June, adding just 57,000 jobs. This marked the weakest month of hiring since February's contraction. Furthermore, the Bureau of Labor Statistics significantly revised previous figures downward, cutting April's total by 31,000 jobs and May's by 43,000. A primary concern is that wage growth continues to lag behind inflation. In June, average hourly earnings rose by 3.5%, remaining well below the latest inflation reading of 4.2% for the third consecutive month. Although the unemployment rate ticked down slightly from 4.3% to 4.2%, other indicators point to structural weakness. Healthcare hiring, the main driver of recent job growth, slowed to 22,000, and the leisure and hospitality sector contracted by 61,000 jobs. Additionally, there was no notable employment boost from the ongoing World Cup, while some Wall Street economists saw a silver lining, pointing to general market stabilization rather than a collapse. Wells Fargo and Citigroup analysts warned of a low hiring environment. They suggest the current trend indicates labor market stabilization from late 2025 weakness, with potential further weakening and rising unemployment later this year. According to a report by Liberty Times, the Ukrainian military announced on the 6th that its drones successfully attacked Russia's largest oil refinery in Omsk, western Siberia, triggering a fire at the facility. Located near the Russian-Kazakh border, the refinery is approximately 2,700 kilometers away from Ukrainian-controlled territory, making this one of the longest-range strikes launched by Ukrainian forces since the start of the conflict. The refinery, operated by Gazprom Neft, processed around 23 million metric tons of crude oil last year, averaging 460,000 barrels per day. Local Russian officials confirmed the drone incursions into the industrial hub and stated that emergency services are managing the aftermath. Ukraine's expanding drone campaign targeting Russian energy infrastructure has reportedly led to severe domestic fuel shortages across Russia's vast territory. On the same day, Ukrainian forces also targeted the Baltic oil exporting ports of Ust-Luga and Vysotska, as well as facilities in Kaluga and Yaroslavl. Additionally, airstrikes were reported in Russian-annexed Crimea, resulting in 1 casualty in Kerch and causing widespread power outages in the city of Sevastopol. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.